Legal experts, along with national security experts, are calling for massive investigations into Republican House members Jim Comer, Jim Jordan, and Republican Senator Chuck Grassley. The reason they want these investigations, that of course should take place, is because these three men, through their positions in either the House or the Senate, have used and have been pushing and have launched investigations based upon the now debunked information from the twice arrested, he got arrested again Friday morning, by the way, FBI informant Alexander Smirnov, who of course has now been revealed to not only have lied to the FBI about Hunter and Joe Biden receiving a $5 million bribe, but it's now been revealed by Smirnov himself that he got that information from Russian intelligence. So national security experts are warning us that not only could this compromise the 2024 election, but also that it shows us that we need investigations into possible conspiracy for Jim Jordan, James Comer, and Chuck Grassley. Let me read you what a couple of these experts have to say. This is from Tristan Snell, who's a former New York State prosecutor. He's the one who did the Trump University investigation and prosecution. And he said, quote, "The Senate should open an immediate investigation into the Alexander Smirnov scandal with public hearings. Bring Smirnov in to testify and then bring in Jim Jordan, James Comer, Elise Stefanik in right behind him. This is a national security breach of the highest order. And subpoena their government emails, private emails, texts, and phone records pertaining to Smirnov in any way. DOJ must move immediately." Let me read you this. This is from Raw Story. The U.S. Department of Justice must investigate whether and when Grassley, Comer, or Jordan knew that Smirnov was spreading Russian disinformation, according to U.S. Representative Dan Goldman, who is a former assistant U.S. attorney, by the way. But now that it's public, Comer and Jordan clearly will be conspiring with Putin to interfere in the election if they continue with this bogus impeachment. So that's where your conspiracy charges could come from if, and this is a big if because Merrick Garland's a piece of trash as Attorney General, the DOJ actually launches this kind of investigation, which, again, given Merrick Garland's history, I don't think they will. But what we're looking at here is possibly conspiracy to interfere in the 2024 election, which is what the impeachment is all about. They're doing it based on fraudulent information that they received from an FBI informant, but technically it came from Russian intelligence. So we need to know what they knew and when they knew it. We already know Republican Congressman Ken Buck actually came out this week, and he said that his Republican colleagues were already warned that this information from Smirnov could not be trusted. It could not be corroborated, and they didn't even know where the hell he got it from. But they did it anyway. So they knew. There is no doubt in my mind that they knew this information was fake. But they used it, and this is where you get even more conspiracy charges, again, if we had a proper investigation. They used it to use tax dollar money to investigate the son of the sitting president of the United States, to investigate the president of the United States himself using taxpayer money in an election year. So there's conspiracy to interfere in election, conspiracy to defraud the government of the United States, and abuse of power. Those are the three charges that these three men, and possibly Elise Stefanik as well, should be charged with pending the results of an investigation that, again, we probably won't get. But this is serious. This is probably the biggest story in this country right now, and it needs to be treated as such. This is not just liberals being able to be like, haha, we told you it was all BS. This is a conspiracy. They knew the information was false. We now have one of their own Republican members of the House telling us they knew it was false. Ken Buck. I don't know what else we need. Yes, I do. I take that back. We need an attorney general that has a spine. And unfortunately, we don't have that. Because if we did, that investigation would have already started this past Monday. But here we are a week later after all this information come out. Alexander Smirnov's been arrested twice now. And nothing, not a damn thing from the DOJ.